Started on working on the Rocket Bunny kit, and we have to lower the car by adjusting the coilovers. I'm most likely going to drop it about 1.5 inches or 2 inches because the front sits about 6 inches off the floor, so I want to get up to that 4-inch mark. The height's been adjusted, so now it's time to lower the car back down and see how much it dropped. So it's off the ramps, and as you can tell, it's way better. It's a lot lower. I only left like a little spanner wrench, if you guys saw, but I don't really think if I were to jack it up and redo the coilovers and actually max them out, it's gonna be a big difference. So I think that's pretty much good for now. With the marker, I'm just gonna just mark a line where the fender meets the tire. That way when I put the fender flare, like I was saying, I want to line it up the same way. That way I still have this whole space to lower. So I'm just gonna mark it up, say I think like right there. I think that line is good enough. So this is the piece right here that I'm a little bit worried about, since we're gonna be cutting all the way here, and this piece right here is the one that connects the bumper to the fender. But what I'm thinking right now is I'm most likely, since I'm gonna be cutting to this body line right here, I'm gonna be using something similar to this that I've seen online, and most likely gonna be putting it somewhere right here. So I'm probably gonna be chopping it off from like right here and connecting the bumper to the fender from like back here. So that's kind of the game plan I have right now. So most likely right now we're just gonna tape up the panel. So I got the line marked out where I'm gonna cut it. As you can tell, I'm gonna cut all this right here. That's just the basic line, but once I cut that and I put the spacers out, I'm gonna see what more I have to cut. So the first fender is cut. Heck yeah. What's up guys, good morning. We're gonna start working on it already. Basically what I want to do right now is I just want to grind down here and just get it all smoothened out because it's all pokey and because of the metal. So I need to get that smoothened out. Once we get done with all that, we're gonna start cutting the other side and doing the same thing, just grinding it down. And once we get both sides done, we're gonna put the spacer on, push out the wheel, and see how much more we have to cut. Spacers and wheels are already on the car, mounted and everything. Look at that. Goddamn. Got girth. So right now what I have to do is put the car down. Actually I have to take off the bumper first, then take the car down and roll it off the ramp. So let's see how she looks. Look at that, guys. Pretty good amount of space still left. That's without the bumper. So we gotta put the bumper on and see how much space is left, like right there. But honestly, that looks pretty good. We might have to trim it right here, cut it right here, a little bit across. It looks like it just that on this side. Let me take a good look over here again. Yeah, we'll probably have to cut it right here too, just a little bit more this way. So let's put the bumper on and see what other modifications we might have to do to the front bumper. Good deal. So with the front bumper on, it looks like we're gonna have to cut right here too. And since the RS3s have this bumper lip, I might have to cut it up to that line, I'm guessing, because it looks like it might touch here. So I don't know, I'll probably just cut it up to here a little bit more. We'll cut it up to here, and we'll cut it a little bit in the back on the driver's side. Let's check the passenger side, and the passenger side looks like it's the same thing as well. We're gonna have to cut all this. So I finished up cutting everything that I needed to cut, and this side looks a lot better. So all that's pretty good. Right here, it's kind of touching the RS3 bumper lip just a little bit. So I'm most likely going to be trimming it down a little bit, all the way down. So it's just going to be trimmed down a little bit. But I'm going to leave that for another video. Also, something else that we have to do is we have to cut more this way and down, and take off a little bit more over here. I don't really need to cut all this over here. I just need to cut towards this way, towards the left and down, kind of like an angle. The reason being is because if you were to look on the other side that I mocked up the fender flare, it needs the fender flare needs to be moved more that way, and this piece that's down here is not allowing it to move that way. So you got to cut the fender, the actual fender, and should be good. So that's kind of where I'm gonna leave off this video. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to get done. We haven't even worked on the rear. I kind of just want to focus on the front for now, because the front, if you mess up the fenders, the actual fenders, you can always replace them, but the rear ones, you have to replace a whole quarter panel. So far it's looking pretty good, so it should turn out good. But there's still just a lot of work that needs to get done to the actual fenders and the fender flares. So it's gonna be a good one, guys, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, and don't forget, embrace yourself.